think I will come back to it if I have to. Hello, budget dolls. Tonight is very special to me because I want to embark on something new, and that is planning. And the reason I'm doing this planning is very important to me as well, and it as far as my job is concerned and what is my next steps on my job. So what I would like to say about that is I want to get myself promoted to the next level. And in order for me to be able to do that, I have to plan better than I am. I am a worker bee. I work. And sometimes I don't get myself back into the office to be able to finish my administrative part of my job. And sometimes that holds me back. So my planners are to help me do that. So these are the planners that I have at home. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy planners, and that's kind of the same thing. So we know that by looking at this is from Kelva Plan. This is absolutely adorable. Every page that I turn is adorable, and what I like about it is undated, and I can just do whatever I want to do with these pages. I can put in my numbers, I can do whatever I need to do with these pages. Okay, it's undated, and look at the covers. How much color is that? Beautiful. We have seen this before because I did go through this with you guys, and at the time I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do, but now I am. So sometimes I wait a little bit and people get a little frustrated with me, but I always plan, and with that comes out a great plan or a great idea that I have to turn into a plan. Here's another divider. It's adorable. We have the dotted pages with her artistry on the side. Here's the next divider. Again, adorable. This divider is making me want to purchase a pink one. I have Tiffany blue, regular blue, and black. I want a pink one now. Adorable. And then you have the dotted page. Then you go into the undated pages for the month and for the week. Now, I am the type of person that I'm used to just taking that monthly page this month and then filling in the dates and then writing a little something in each date of what I need to do that day. But what I'm trying to do and get better at is doing it by the week. So this is the week. And, excuse me. So this is the week. So what I should be doing is every week filling this in, and it'll keep me more organized and just looking at, oh, okay, on the 13th I have to do this, and then just keep going back to this page. That works, but I think that this will work a little bit better. Here's another divider. Cute, and purple. Okay, and then you go back to your this month, and then every week. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Okay, 5 weeks, I think, which is good because some months do have 5 weeks. And then the final divider, and the same thing. So let me see how many dividers I have, if this will get me through the year or not. Okay, so that's 1, 2, so that's July, August, September, October, November, and December. So yes, this will take me through the year, so I don't have to worry about buying another extension pack or anything, because I go crazy with buying stuff and then it sits around. And I tell you, there's things I've come across 2 years later and I'm just like, oh, this is going to be the best idea. Like, really? So one of my goals this summer is to stop doing that. And that brings me to this one. This is part of a subscription, and I'll have to be honest, I didn't even know I was in on the subscription, but I'm glad I was. These two are part of the subscriptions, and I don't love the color. I'm going to be honest with you. I like bright colors like this. I don't love the colors, but I've used it. I've used some of the stickers from this one before. What I like about it is it says a goal without a plan is just a wish. And inside of it, this is your year, planning a life I love. And it's all about goals and goal setting. There's your vision board for the year, I believe. Setting the goals. We're going to reflect. We're going to brainstorm. We're going to set 3 to 5 goals. Goal 1, 2, and 3. Goal 1, goal 2, and goal 3. And you need to write about those goals. What do they mean? Okay. Your annual goals. What is my plan for the rest of this year? Okay. I have quarterly goals, and right now at my job, I am in quarter 2. Quarter 2. Right now I'm in the middle of quarter 2. Okay. Then I have long-term goals. Okay. So this is important, and hopefully by the end of my staycation, my bucket list, top 10 things I want to do in life. Things I want to see or experience or do or visit. Now, this isn't about my job, but you know, your job and your budget and your personal, it just all rolls in together. So I'm going to figure out what I want to do with this page. And here we go on to, if the plan does not work, change the plan, but never the goal. And there was a time when, even while I was doing my budgeting, I've only been doing the budgeting for the last couple of years, I was stuck on something, and I was just stuck, and I just was like determined to make it work, and I just could not make it work. And my son was like, oh yeah, that's a really great idea. Yeah, you should do that. And then months later, he was like, yeah, you haven't done that yet? And then he was like, you know what, Mom? Just let it go. It's okay that you had an idea and the idea didn't work. Scrap it and move on. And I was like, I had wanted to scrap it, but I think I needed somebody else to say it was okay to scrap it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, these are the things that I'm going to work on for the rest of this year. Okay, goal planning, my goal, my why, the start date, the goal end date, the milestones, the action steps, what am I going to do, and the goal habit tracker. Now, I've always said, what is with the habit trackers? I mean, don't they know what they do every day? But this is going to be important for me going forward. And I already kind of know that some of my habits are not good, so I need to change them. Okay, so we're at the goal review. Did I reach my goal? What was the result? What went well? How to improve? How can I move forward with this goal? So in order to get where I want to be, I have to have little goals and things to accomplish. So that's what I'm going to work on. And then we're going to go back to the goal planning. Okay. Now this is the first time I've actually sat and gone through this planner. So this is the first, month goal plan, the first divider. So let's just go through it and see exactly what's in that first divider. Okay, and see how many times it repeats itself versus what I need to do. My goal, my start, my why. My goal, my why, my start date. Goal planning, milestones. So all of this, it's just repeating itself. It's repeating itself quite a bit. So I may have to throw in some more pages in here. I love the dotted grid down here. I might have to throw in some pages to just notes, because when I'm at work, I have a lot of notes I need to write and keep track of what I've done. So I think I may. And I have another book with some extra pages in it that I can incorporate into here. So the goal is not to purchase anything for this new venture. I'm not going to. So I have a lot of pages, which is going to be very helpful. A dream written down becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. And so this is monthly goals. That's the divider there. Monthly goals, action steps. That's for goal 1, 2, and 3. and then how did it go, and then the days of the month, Sunday through Saturday, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So I'm able to write things down in here. Okay, and let me see how many times that repeats itself. The next page is, it has the month. What goals did I achieve this month? Highlight the month. Challenges this month. Grateful for this month. What went well? What to improve? Then you have your monthly goals over here again. Okay. Very good. I like this. So I'm going to have to figure out how to fit this into what I want to do this year at my job. Okay, the third divider says, without goals and a plan, to reach them, you have no destination. Okay, so let me see what's in here. Now these are very pretty. I love the purple. I love the purple and pink. That's very pretty there. Weekly goals. So we're going back to Monday through Sunday. Weekly goals, priorities, to-do list, habit tracker, and other notes. Weekly goals here. So maybe some kind of way I might even be able to take some of these pages out and insert them. Yeah, because this is continually repeating itself. So I may be able to take some of those pages out and insert them here to be able to figure out what it is exactly I want to do. And that way I'll have my colorful binder to get me through, as well as this format, the undated format, which I like. This week. I think what I'm going to do is incorporate some of these pages, my goal pages, into here and make it make sense for my job. That is the plan, Stan, and I think it will work. Not only do I want to do that, I also want to become a planner girl. So with that being said, I purchased some items from JoJo Plans, and I bought some of her books, her summer books and summer things. And I also purchased this, which is supposed to be something that holds all of the stickers. So what I found out is that there's only one page. You can only do this once. I mean, it isn't another page here, but I don't really need it because I can still put in 2 sticker sheets back to back. Okay, so I have one. Let me see how many I have. Okay, so there are 30 pages times 2 is 60. So that is going to hold 2 sticker books because each book contains approximately 30 sheets, regardless of whether it's JoJo's or anyone else's. So now this book has 60 sheets, but I don't need everything in that book at one time. So that isn't necessary. Okay, so let's look at Kelva Plan's sticker book, and hers is, it doesn't say how many pages it is, but, oh, there it is, I'm sorry, contains 30 sheets. So like I said, there are approximately 30 sheets per book. This is the sticker sheet that goes with goals and plans. Okay, so I'm going to incorporate this into the 2 books here, as well as any other stickers that I like, because one of the reasons I'm doing this is to get me motivated, because I'm not really motivated. I was motivated at work and I'm no longer motivated. So in order to get to that next step, I have to get motivated. Okay, Plan or Love by Kelva Plan. Now this one goes with the other book that we looked at. which is here. So I'm going to use all of these stickers in my goal to reach by the end of this year. And of course, I'm going to bring you with me. So what I wanted to do tonight is just sit down and go through some of my stickers and find out what's most important and add those to my new pages that I just got. Okay? And I have to save some pages because I ordered one that has dates in it because I'm undated. Most of it is undated. And even if it is dated, we can change the dates for that. So that's something that I want to do. So I'm just going to go through here. Now, Wrong's books seem smaller than the other books. I don't know why. And I don't know if she has other books that are the same size. I don't know. But, and it doesn't really matter how many pages there are because I'm not going to remove every page in these books. I'm just going to remove the ones I think that I'm going to use. And then come back to it, or if I don't use it, that'll be my excuse to go in and out of my new book that I'm going to put together. Healthy Habits by Kelva Plan. I think I may incorporate this in there. I'm not sure. I just want this to kind of be work related, but with the work, I have to understand that if I'm not being healthy and eating well and sleeping well, that I tend to get cranky and thrown off track at work. So that's very important to add some of that. Now, there's one more book I want to acknowledge tonight, and that is this book called By Happy Planner. Jess Miller draws. Jess Miller is the artist. It's a vertical layout. It's very small. Mystic Blooms. It's a 12-month starting in July. And I found this at Michael's, and it was like about $8. So I thought, okay, the girl who says, I'm not buying another planner, that was me, y'all. That was me saying it about me. The girl who says that bought another one. But so I'm torn as to whether or not I want to use this for work, or just to keep me on track when I'm at work, so that this can be my serious goals ones here, and then this one can travel with me to and from work. Because my goal this year is to get myself promoted, and I want to have it done by December of 25, so that next year I'm in that goal. That's my plan, Stan. Okay. Here we are with the tiny, 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 tiny new planner. This will fit nicely in my purse or even in my lunch bag. It will fit nicely, so I don't have to worry about it because I don't carry large purses. But look at the butterflies, cute, cute. Okay, so hopefully one thing that caught my eye was the butterflies. Okay. So this is a tiny, tiny planner here. And new season, fresh start. And that's how I feel in July. So we're going to do a whole reset, a whole refresh for the last part of the year. And I never even saw that. Cute. Okay, so this is July. It's tiny. I think I might carry this back and forth to work with me to keep me on point as to what I want to do when I get those ridiculous emails. Oh my goodness, y'all. I be missing emails because I don't miss them. I just ignore them, and that's not good. Cute. Look at the pink butterflies. Love that. Okay, so this is announcing August. All right. So of course inside it's just a regular planner, but this is going to be so important to me. Okay, so here we are for September. October. Are those moths or butterflies? Some of them look like they could be moths. But I never knew moths could look like that and be that pretty, but moths can. Don't let a moth fool you now. Don't let them fool you. Okay, and this is for November. We're getting into the season, the holiday season, which is so important, so very important in my job. Oh my goodness. Okay. Create your own magic. Yes. Now look at this. I never really liked that butterfly because of this. But when I see it like this, create your own magic, and I think about that butterfly because it's so unusual, I might change my mind a little. Very nice. And that is December. And then we go to January because this is for the full year from July to January. February. Whoever lives in the area where in February your butterflies are this pretty, let me know. In February, our butterflies are still in hiding. This is March. Bold, brave, and kind. This is April. No rain, no flowers. Oh. And that's true. I'm glad it wasn't the April showers bring May flowers, which it rained so bad in May here. Okay, very, very pretty. Look at that purple, those purple butterflies. To end the year in June. Okay, so you guys, that is it for today. I just wanted to present that to you and let you know what my plans are. And I'm going to work on putting this together and just to see where we end up with that. Or just to at least get it started. Because if I don't get it started, it will never get finished. Okay. I think I am going to go with being an adult as my cover page.